And now it's time for Fill in the Blank, everyone's favorite Zoom, Facebook Live comedy game show program with your host, Aaron Blanck, and our house band, Papa Kozac. Hit it!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Hosting a game show over Zoom. Fill in the blank. So is a home with living room. Fill in the blank. The show is gonna start recent. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Lots of dead celebrities. Fill in the blank. Lots of dead celebrities. Fill in the blank. Lots of dead celebrities. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the blank, 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 blank. Fill in the. Fill in the. Fill in the. Fill in the blank.
Woo! You guys, you get me every time. I swear. Oh, God, good to see you both. How are you guys doing? Been quite a week. I know you guys were out there marching.
Quite a week.
No justice and no peace. And guess what? Do you know what's interesting? Is Black Lives Matter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
A phrase that should be not controversial in any way, shape, or form, and should just be considered a fact. And we're going to keep fighting until it is a fact.
Hell yeah.
And speaking of which, tonight we are asking for donations to the Rhode Island SolidarityFund.org, which there should be a link. They're going to put links in the comments. There should be a link in the description. If I did that right, I don't know if I did. I can't see it.
On your wall.
Yeah, and if not, it's on the wall behind me, which is viewable. You can see that. But we're asking for donations. They're a great organization. They're actually made up of about 5 organizations, including the George Wiley Center, Amore, the Providence Youth Student Movement, Direct Action for Equal Rights and Direct Action for Rights and Equality, and Arise. It's like they work as a need-based sort of thing, and they give to all these sort of great organizations that are really working to really dismantle white supremacy at every sort of level, whether it's helping minorities and low-income families and people with COVID-19 relief, and with getting internet access, and with getting like just meals, and just all. It's an amazing organization right here in Rhode Island. And tonight we are matching all donations. So please send your donations to, I think it's right here. Yeah, it is. Please send your donations to info@epictheaterri.org, your receipt from your donation, so that they can match it. And it's an anonymous donor is matching all the donations tonight. I don't even know who it is.
You don't know who it is?
I don't know who it is. Do you know who it is?
I bet it's Bernie Sanders.
You know, Bernie has not been returning my calls, which is just like him. No, but we thank whoever this anonymous donor is. We really appreciate it. And in the spirit of really, really, really trying to get people to donate and to give, we ask that people both send us the receipts to info@epictheaterri.com, which they should look something like this. Which, look at that, I didn't give $1 million, but if we all give a little bit, folks, that is going to add up, especially matched. And we've decided that we're going to take all of the receipts that we get and put all those names into a hat and pick 2. And those 2 people are going to get to be contestants on a future episode. So you're going to give to a great cause, which, you know, it could be, I hope is enough of a reason to donate. But even if it's not, you could also get a chance to be on the show, which that's a great thing.
Pretty cool.
And,
Oh yeah.
That's cool. And, you know, we talk about really dismantling white supremacy at every level. And that includes on Zoom, Facebook Live, comedy game show programs. So let me just stay here right here and now that we have tried to make a commitment to highlight Black talent, and we are going to try harder and accept any and all criticism on how we can try that harder. And we will continue and to try and stay and become an even better place where Black people can just be funny and brilliant and really showcase their talents on here. So please keep we're going to keep trying to do better. And you know, I look forward to my fellow theater makers who are, I assume, taking this week off to come up with plans, and that's why they've all been so quiet, to make their sort of voices heard and to let us know how we can do. And let me just say, this is not a very special episode of Fill in the Blank where we say Black Lives Matter, we ask for donations, and then we never speak about it again. We have plans in place. We are going to be doing a lot more fundraising and just ways that we can help people. We have a fundraiser set up where I am going to read all of the narrative of Sojourner Truth on live stream. And until we get $100,000 in donations, I'm not going to stop. So you'll be able to give money to get me to shut up, which God knows how many people are going to spend that. And that's not we're not doing that fundraiser, but we have some real fundraisers coming up. I know we'll talk about that next week. But we have some great things going on. So I just want to thank everyone who is protesting. I want to take a moment, just like a brief, but I just want to take a moment of silence for while we say George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery and Emmett Till and Tamir Rice and countless other names, and all of the names that we don't know, and all of the people who are fighting to really make this world the world that we've been told it should be and it can be. So we're just going to take a quick moment for that. Okay, thank you guys for joining me in that. I felt like it would look even worse if it was just me alone on it. But we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep moving. We're not going backwards, and we're not. Enough is enough right now. So thank you guys for being on the show. We'll get you back to play some music.
Absolutely.
In a bit, and we're gonna do ourselves a comedy show tonight to get people to raise some money for some great causes.
All right, enjoy the show, everybody.
We'll see you at the end. God. Well, hello everyone. I know it's heavy times and it's hard things, but if we're gonna keep the revolution going, we gotta take care of ourselves, and we gotta give ourselves some time to laugh so that we can keep fighting. And speaking of fighters, I think it's time I introduce our contestant tonight on Fill in the Blank, the only Facebook comedy Zoom game show program that I am currently aware of that's airing right now. So she is a brilliant stand-up comedian. She has performed at The Stand, Broadway Comedy Club, and UCB, all in New York City. She has opened for Janine Garofalo before she started playing for the New England Patriots, which you get that joke or you don't. She is a brilliant, very funny person, and more importantly, she's been my friend since I was 1 and she was an infant. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Allison O'Neill.
Hi, Aaron. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
I'm here in New York City, and it is balmy. You can see how shiny I am.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's a hot day, and it's humid and it's rainy. But I'm so grateful to have you here today.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Aaron, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are we friends?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Sorry to put you on the spot like that, but
no, it needed to happen.
No.
It needed to happen. We need to be having these kind of conversations nowadays.
Exactly.
That's part of the reason why I was like, we got to do this show. We got a lot of white people who can talk to a lot of white people to get a lot of white people to give some money.
Exactly. Exactly. I hear it.
I wanted to bring up a point with you because we went to high school, middle school, and elementary school together.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you recall how important fire safety was told to us to be.
Yeah, I thought fires would be a bigger problem in my life by how much they were talking about it.
That was a big thing, but I seem to recall a point that was repeated multiple times, which is when they would tell us when there's a fire, just get your loved ones and get out of there. And we'd say, what about my Game Boy? What about this? What about that? And they would always look at us and say, you can replace things, but you can't replace
people. That's true.
I just feel that that's something that should be repeated.
That is an astute point. And one thing I do want to say is that I live in New York City. I live in Brooklyn. And every protest that I've been to or seen has been extremely peaceful. And I think that there is violence and there is stuff like that. But I just think everybody should take a minute to consider what the media wants you to see and what draws eyeballs. And
yeah, people.
So obviously, I don't know, they're cherry picking situations to look a certain way. And I can tell you firsthand that it's much different than that. So. And
that's, thank you. That's a valuable firsthand experience that we're looking for to hear in these sort of things. But we are here tonight to do some silliness and to make some matches. Are you ready? Are you ready to make some matches?
Oh my God, I am so ready. I've been writing on paper for weeks in preparation for this.
That's the practice. All right then. Well, you go away right now, Allie. We'll get you back in a bit to make some matches. Thanks for being on the show. Hell is. I don't know why it just says that. We'll get that. Well, it's time to introduce our celebrity guests. Now, this first guest needs no introduction from me. We've all known about him since we were kids. He's a distinguished naval officer, an American icon, a part of a well-balanced breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cap'n Crunch!
Hello, Alan. It's so good to be here. I was beginning to think you were never going to ask me to be on the show.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't really thought about it. We weren't supposed to start inviting cereal mascots until at least episode 10. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel. I mean, you know, we thought you'd be too busy with the Navy.
Oh, my Navy days are over ever since my dishonorable discharge.
Dishonorable discharge, but you're a captain.
No, I'm a captain. You've seen my box. I never claimed to be anything but a captain. Very important legal distinction.
But you were a captain in the Navy, yes? Because last I checked, captain is not a naval rank or a word.
No, never a captain. I was a Commodore when I filled Lake Michigan with milk to see if my cereal would get soggy. It did not. I was a lieutenant when I brought Jean Lafoot to justice. And then I was discharged shortly after.
Do I want to know why?
My lawyer thinks it's best that we don't talk about that. Let's remember the good Crunch.
Sure. You know, you're the one who keeps bringing it up. Well, are you ready to fill in some blanks for us this evening?
Am I? Does a crunchberry crackle? Does the song master ruin breakfast?
Yes?
Yes, indeed. Or my name isn't Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Oh, Horatio Magellan Crunch, which I know you're going to Google it. That's his actual name. Good God. They say to never meet your heroes. And they're wrong. Except in the case of our next guest. An arguably talented singer, songwriter, whisperer, this Grammy Award losing songstress is on a press tour right now to put her inarguably racist remarks behind her and focus on her music. Let's see if she succeeds. Here she is, Miss Lana Del Rey.
Hi, Daddy.
No, I don't think I was going to have to pull this out so quickly, but you are here for one reason and one reason alone.
As a writing tool, to allow you, as a white person feeling a sense of guilt over an action at personal, state, and
federal
levels, towards issues facing the Black community, to speak to your fellow white people who remain unconvinced of the reasons and validity of protesting without seeming like you're talking down to your audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And while I am happy to allow you to be an object of ridicule tonight, I refuse to play into the psychosexual melodrama you try to make every minute of your life. Not here. Not tonight.
Well, can I at least read my latest apology?
How many are you on at this point?
Well, this will be number 4.
Just write it in the notes app and put it on Instagram. We don't have time for that anymore.
No, but this one's different. I quote Edith Piaf, and I misquote Nina Simone.
Yeah, I'm sure it's riveting, but we're trying to keep the show under 3 hours, so can you condense it into 3 words?
3 words. Okay. All right, first word. Victim.
Okay, Lana Del Rey, everybody.
Wait, the other 2 are Pepsi Cola.
Oh, I have some regrets. I just wish she had some too. Anyways, our next guest is a renowned scientist, a magnet for disaster, and a man of many meats. Please welcome Beaker! Oh, it's my pleasure. You look fantastic, by the way. Oh, 4K HD, that explains it. You know, you always looked more, puppety in standard definition. Well, compliments to your plastic surgeon. Are you excited to fill in some blanks tonight? Oh, right. Well, we'll try not to blow you up or get you shocked by lightning or clone, though. Might have already missed that, or any of that sci-fi rigmarole that Dr. Bunsen Honeydew gets up to. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that's awful. Well, like I said, we're just filling in blanks tonight. Nobody's gonna put firecrackers in your ears or shoot you out of a cannon. He can't hurt you anymore, Beaker. Whew. Good thing you guys can't speak meep. That guy works in a seriously toxic environment. It was easy to ignore when he was made of felt, but now that I know he actually looks like Saoirse Ronan after eating a lemon, I feel bad for laughing at all that slapstick comedy. So let's transition to someone classy. Someone old Hollywood. A real legend, icon, and someone I have stolen most of my personality from. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. It's Bette Davis! Oh, Miss Davis, it is an honor.
Thank you, Aaron. It's an honor to be here. I'd love to be places. I've been to so many places, and all the time I remember that where I've been is where I'm going, and where I'm going is up. Bigger and better.
Don't you mean bet?
Oh, I meant what I said, and I swear with my legs. It doesn't take a 10-gallon hat to tell you that what the world needs right now is a Yankee can-do attitude. And never forget that you can light your own cigarette, but you can't light a man's penis on fire. They don't like that.
Gosh, Miss Davis, I feel like I could just listen to you for hours.
And I could talk for hours, which reminds me, no one could make a waffle like Butler.
Ha! That sounds like our Bert. Are you excited to fill in some blanks tonight?
Sure.
Great! Well, we will see you in a bit to do so.
We will? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
What an icon! I do not know how we are booking these guests, but they are here. So let's bring back Allison so I can explain the rules of tonight. Allison, darling. Allison, my love.
Hi.
There you are.
I just wanted to make a comment. Bette Davis made a great point. She said you can't light a man's penis on fire because they don't like that. but I know for a fact that you can. You just got to find the right man, if you know what I mean.
That's what a beautiful sentiment. We need more love in this world. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Now let's get down to brass tacks. So, here are the rules of the evening. I am going to be reading you some fill in the blank statements and questions. It is going to be your job to fill in the blank, as well as our celebrity panelists will also be filling in the blanks. And if your answer matches their answer, you get a point. And for every point you receive, I will let you discuss Garth Brooks for a full minute, which I know is all you ever want to do.
I have so much to say, Aaron.
I know. So why don't we see if we can get you some matches, huh? Why don't we get started?
Yes.
You ready for question 1?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, then. Here it goes. Question 1. Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, news breaks that an alligator owned by Adolf Hitler has died, which Google, that is true. He died at the age of 84 at the Moscow Zoo, and his name was Saturn. But I heard Adolf gave him the nickname Blanck.
Okay.
All right, what's your answer? She's writing down things. This is how we know it's getting real.
Okay, Aaron, I wrote down Daddy. I also didn't realize that this would be backwards.
Oh, it's not for me.
Oh, okay, good.
It might be for the audience at home, but it's not for me.
Great.
Oh, Daddy.
Alligator
Oh.
Daddy.
What a stupid answer.
You know Hitler had some deep daddy issues.
Oh,
You don't
there's
just
no way.
kill
there's no
6
way.
million people because your dad loves you.
Yeah,
Come
no.
on.
I'll do you one better. You don't become a painter if
Yeah, true.
if your dad loves you.
Yep.
So
That's
that
right.
was the signs were there. So actually, you know what? That's a great answer.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Let's see if we can get you some matches. All right. Let's see if we can get out Miss Del Rey. All right, Miss Del Rey. Oh, Lana.
Oh, sorry, it's Lana. It has a long A.
Alana?
Well, you know all about a long A.
See, this is what I mean. Feminism should protect women from being mocked for their long asses.
Lana, do you have an answer?
Oh, yes, I have an answer. A spicy little answer. A nasty, naughty little answer.
Okay.
Bad, very, very bad answer. I put Daddy.
What? We have a match? We've never had a match.
I'm the first one, bitch.
This is the first match of the. Oh my goodness! Maybe the world can change for the better. Oh God! Oh God!
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Oh
Okay.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
mean, you
I
don't-
knew
I
that
don't know
Lana
why-
Del Rey would come through for me in this one.
yeah, but I don't know why she's so excited. You don't get any points.
Why shouldn't I get points? It wasn't racist, so I think I deserve a point.
That is not how this works. You never get points.
Well, then why should I do anything if I don't get points?
I don't know, Lana, because no one but several dehydrated and formaldehyde gays will entertain your level of pretensia.
Oh, right. Then I guess I'll see you at the next round, big boy.
You got a match. We have never had a match.
I know.
Oh.
I am so flattered to be the first match to ever have happened.
All right then, minute on the clock. Talk about Garth Brooks.
Okay, so Garth Brooks is a danger to society. Okay, first of all, who is he? Who the fuck is Garth Brooks? And how is he selling out stadium tours? Okay, he's not Fish. If you see one Garth Brooks show, you've seen all of them. Okay, but Fish is a different experience every time, and that's why I love them. But also, if you look at his eyes, the lights are on, but no one's home. He's absolutely a serial killer. Where are the bodies, Garth? Where are the bodies?
All right, that's as much as 1 point gets you.
I'm sweating.
Fish? Well,
Fish, the pea fish?
we're not talking about fish. We're doing matches. Let's see if we can get you some more points. so you can talk more about it. Let's see if you and Beaker have a similar thought process. Beaker, what was Hitler's alligator's nickname? Meep. Meep?
Meep, meep, meep.
Just meep?
Is that a match?
Oh, Fascigator. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that episode. Thanks, Beaker.
Aaron, where did you learn meep?
Oh, I took a class at the Learning Annex.
Oh, God. Okay, gotcha.
That's where I've learned everything.
The Learning Annex?
Yeah. That's
See, I've learned everything on the Learning Channel, TLC.
TLC, honey.
Yeah, where you can learn about, like, you know, great big fat people and little people and people who are delusional.
And learning if you're pregnant or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Just right as you're pooping the baby out.
Honestly. Well, it wasn't a match, though. So, you ready for the next panelist?
Yes, please.
Well, either way, here's Bette Davis!
Oh, here's Betty. I'm here again, but for me, I never left. The world can spin up and down, but it'll never knock King Kong off her stoop.
God, you just can't pay for this type of wisdom. So,
King Kong's
Betty,
a girl?
listen, feminism.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Betty,
You know what? It's 2020. Who am I?
if we're going to dismantle white supremacy, we need to accept that King Kong could be a girl. So,
You're right. You're right.
Betty, what did you think Hitler called his recently deceased alligator?
Well, if Adolf is anything like me, and unfortunately for most of Europe, he was, he would name his alligator one of nature's gentle she-beasts after someone he feared but respected. So I put barbecued spare ribs. They are formidable opponents, but no one gets one over on Miss Davis. Not nobody, not no how, including that Hitler character. They really wanted to mean business. They would have sent me, Olivia de Havilland, and Loretta Young over there. I would have put my cigarette in his eye. And Livy would have break his nose, and Loretta would have called him a prancer, and that would have been the end of that.
Oh, I would pay to see a movie where Bette Davis teams up with her colleagues to take down Hitler in a sort of gay Inglorious Bastards, like Ingalious Bastards.
And I'd do it, but I'd only if I got top billing, and only if we get to kill Hitler when he's a baby. Otherwise, no dice for this spicy rice.
Oh boy. I understood almost none of that, but I am scared.
Why? Oh God! And
Only if we get to kill Hitler when he's a baby.
She'll only do it. She'll only.
But here's the thing: if you go back in time and kill Hitler when he's a baby, then everybody is just like, "Why are you killing this baby?" And then you have to explain to them what the Holocaust is because they have no frame of reference.
Counterpoint: it's Bette Davis doing it, so maybe.
Oh, so nobody asks
like,
her.
"Oh, Betty, you're such a card."
Yeah, they're
know?
like,
She'd
"Where's
have
a tiny coffin?"
Yeah, the studio system could clean it up. It'd be fine. Well, you know what? Not a match though. So let's see what Captain Crunch has to say about this one.
I can't wait.
Horatio.
Yes, Aaron?
Horatio. Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, news breaks that an alligator owned by Adolf Hitler has died. He died at the age of 84 at the Moscow Zoo, and his name was Saturn. And I heard Adolf gave him the nickname Blanck.
I knew that alligator. You'll recall I was the one who freed him from Hitler's version of the Neverland Ranch.
I do not recall that, but
What?
please go on.
Hitler loved to call his alligator Count Crocula, after his favorite cereal.
I think you might be overestimating the importance of cereal in people's lives, Captain. And why would Hitler nickname an alligator with a crocodile pun?
Alligator, crocodile, what's the difference? You're getting very tied up on race, Aaron. That's very Hitler of you.
Don't you? Oh, he called me Hitler and he left. I hate when they do that.
Honestly, there is a difference between crocodiles and alligators.
You know what? Take a stand.
I mean, Steve Irwin was my first crush, okay? And may he rest in peace. I'm not gonna let that one fly, okay?
You know what? I agree. And speaking of race, this is a terrible segue. Please keep donating to the Rhode Island Solidarity Fund.org and send us your receipts so we can match those donations. 2 lucky people will be picked from that to be contestants on the show. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't you recommend this to other people, Allison? I'm
having the time of my life, and I really honestly feel myself peaking at this moment.
Yeah,
this is it. I'm going to kill myself after this.
Well, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, this is the best you'll do professionally, but like, you know, there's other things.
There's other things I could, you know.
You know what? I've heard butter making is rewarding.
I can't handle that. My arms are too delicate for it. I don't want to get too buff.
Question 2. You ready?
Yes,
Let's see if you can get another match. You have gotten one so far. I cannot believe you got one, but all right.
That I'm honored.
So, following CDC guidelines, some businesses are instituting a no mask, no service policy. But the businesses who aren't sheeple are taking a different approach with their own no blank, no service policies.
No blank, no service.
Story of my life. Because I'm blank. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not funny. Don't condescend me. So what's your answer?
I have my answer. No butt plug, no service. You kinky little girls.
Well, no, don't say that.
What? And boys?
Yeah, we're inclusive here. God, how are they going to check that? Nope, don't answer that question. Nope.
Just a squat and cough, I think will do.
Squat and cough, I think will do. All right. Well, I think you're safe from getting more matches on this one, but
okay. Wait, but I think Lana Del Rey is on my side with this.
You know
one.
what? Actually, you make a point.
Dude, every time she goes through TSA, she needs an extra check. If you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you're saying. So why don't we see what Captain Crunch has to say about it? Hey, Horatio, come on out and fill in the blank.
Milk.
No milk, no service?
Of course. What's a bowl of Captain Crunch without milk?
Why is everything about cereal? Aren't you also a pirate?
And why do you have to insult Girth Brooks?
Oh.
We can talk about this later, all right? You can meet me in the parking lot.
Hold up.
All I'm saying is Captain Crunch stays crunchy even in milk.
No one is asking about that.
No one has to ask. It's just true.
What? Do you want to change your answer? Perhaps it's something more relevant.
No. Milk is my final answer.
Okay. Allison, did you fill in the blank with milk?
No, I said butt plug.
Oh. Well, you
30 seconds.
Yeah, you can go now. This isn't a cereal commercial. This is a game show. Please get off the screen.
Well, I never.
Honestly, I hope you're getting paid by the captain.
I'm getting paid by the individual piece per hour.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make this one. We're stretching this episode out.
Oh yeah.
But you know, that's just how those cereal mascots can be sometimes. You get your face
They're
on
so
a box.
self-absorbed.
Yeah.
Comics and cereal characters. They're narcissists. And Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. You get your face on a box and suddenly everything's about you.
Yeah. Come on.
Let's see what our next guest has to say. Beaker! Hey, Beaker! Hey, Beaker. Companies who aren't libs are answering the no mask, no service policy with a new no blank, no service policy. What do you got for us?
Where's he going?
Did he do a full lap? Meep?
I think the answer's meep, Aaron.
Meep. Okay, no meep, no service.
Meep. Me, 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 me.
You want everyone to just meep at each other, or they shouldn't get served at restaurants? Meep you. All right. Our answer quality is declining here. How is Allison supposed to get another match if you won't answer the question with meep? Listen, I don't care if your answer last time was meep. She shouldn't have to catch on to a pattern. Come back next time with a real answer, or you'll be sorry you're not with Dr. Bunsen Honeydew right now.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Listen, I hate being tough with that guy, but he just doesn't get it sometimes. I want you to be able to talk about Garth Brooks, and so far, you haven't even been able to mention Chris Gaines.
Oh my God, yeah, if I get another match,
That's
you're gonna hear all about it.
Well, in times of trouble, I turn to Bette Davis. So let's see if she can
God
help
bless.
you. Betty?
Oh, Bette Davis can help anyone and everyone. I help little children cross the street. I help raisins get the hell out of my oatmeal. And I helped Joan Crawford finally make a decent picture. Ha! Poor old crawfish. She had talent, but all she cared about was lemons, big sour lemons. She'd eat them day and night and rub them God knows where. She smelled like she had just had relations with the Pine Sol lady, which reminds me of why I'm here, which is to say that the stores are not going to let you in unless you have character. And I say, God bless them. And God love them, and God save them. God save our precious queen, our big and lovely queen. She is the queen.
Oh my God, Bette Davis. I don't think those are the words, but I'll give it to you.
I need a second. Oh my God. Oh. Is that all you gotta say?
Is that the answer?
Is that all you got, Betty? What?
No, I don't think that's a match.
She just showed up and left. She just dropped that and then
You know, you can't give her any direction. She's just gonna do what she's gonna do.
She's her own actor and director. It just saves money.
That's right.
You know, you got to respect that.
Oh yeah.
But let's switch gears to someone that we most certainly do not have to respect. like Honey Boo before her. Here comes Lana Del Rey.
Oh.
All right, Lana.
Aaron, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I've got to ignore your filling in the blanks and make a statement to the Black community.
Actually, I really don't think they need to hear from you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What?
No, my statement is that I don't think I need to make one right now.
I don't like you very much. And I promise you, I'm your demographic, so do better.
Well, should I sing one of my Unity songs?
You know what, Lana? We'll just put some cigarettes in a blender and listen to that. It's basically the same thing.
Wow, that's offensive, Aaron. Okay, I would never waste a cigarette.
That's offensive?
Yeah, it's offensive.
God, Lana, we should have seen you being terrible coming when you found out your birth name is Elizabeth Grant. You sound like a credit union.
Credit unions can be very sexually liberating.
Get off the screen.
No.
Can they?
Off now.
Fine. Oh my God.
I guess her answer wasn't butt plug.
It appears that it wasn't. God, why don't you go get yourself a drink and I'll bring you back on screen when it's safe again.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, see you soon. Here at Fill in the Blank, we recognize that so much happens so often that it's hard to keep track of how bad things are. So, in an effort to bring some clarity to all of our lives, we are introducing a new segment called Fear of the Week with Shelley Duvall. Our dear Shelley has lived in a haunted hotel with her husband and kid and Stanley Kubrick for decades. So who better to guide us through fear than her? So I leave you in her very capable hands and ask that you all give a big old riots cause cultural and legislative changes welcome to the one and only Miss Shelley Duvall.
Thanks, Aaron. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. This one was a doozy. With so much out there, whether it's disease or police brutality or having to learn what a Doja Cat is, only for her to be canceled a week later. These times are not easy. But upon researching all the ills of our world, it became clear what is the most pressing. And that's why our fear of the week is Lea Michele. Remember Lea Michele from the Glee? Turns out she's more of a menace than we ever could have imagined. I found many a tweet about Lea Michele that chilled me to my core. She threw a party during Spring Awakening in the Hamptons. The Hamptons! And she turned understudies away at the door, saying it was only for the real cast. She tried to get Barbra Streisand's niece fired from the Glee. And a co-star has claimed that she threatened to, and I'm gonna read this so I get it right. I had Jack type this up for me. Shit in my wig. In her wig. That's not where it goes. So please, take all the fear you have inside you and direct it straight at Lea Michele. She's still out there, shitting in God knows what. I would also like to take this time to make a formal apology to the illiterates. I know they will be crushed to hear that the most famous person can't read shits in people's wigs. One time Jack Nicholson took a plunker in the hallway and the twins slipped in it and they just kept sliding and knocking over lamps and bedside tables. The carpet was ruined and the poor lamps. So please, stop shitting in wigs, Lea Michele. Think of the twins. Think of the carpet.
This has been Fear of the Week with Shelley Duvall.
Who said that?
Wow, thank you, Shelley. What an informative piece of information. I know I'll think twice before trusting Ryan Murphy's taste in ingenues from here on out. Let's get Allison back out here and play some more Fill in the Blanks. Allison.
Sorry, I just have the mental picture of watching Jack Nicholson take a shit in a hallway and then having two little girls like slip and slide through it.
I'm still laughing at Barbra Streisand.
Also, the carpet is so iconic and it's ruined now.
Covered in dookie. That is not good.
Dude, honestly, if I were to make any guess about Jack Nicholson, it would be that he just shits wherever he wants, you know?
Yeah, and some would say he's earned that, but as someone who's trying to dismantle white supremacy, I'd say maybe
I don't think he does.
I don't think so.
This isn't Hogwarts. That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
J.K. Rowling reference.
You get that, you get that. So why don't we do our final question of the night and see if we can get you some matches?
Yes.
All right, Allison.
I'm ready,
Donald,
Mike.
Here's question number 3. Donald Trump has been involved in many Twitter feuds, from Rosie O'Donnell to Snoop Dogg to Meryl Streep, and he's now feuding with Twitter itself. But that is nothing compared to his next Twitter feud with Blanck.
I know this one. Oh, you can see butt plug.
I know, I was going to say, that's my favorite part is you just go, she didn't catch it the first time.
Okay. I think that Donald Trump's next Twitter feud is going to be with God himself.
Honestly, that's a great answer.
Because you know who doesn't like Donald Trump? Probably God. Right?
Listen, God loves everyone. Likes?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like your least favorite kid.
Yeah.
You know? You're like, they're here and I gotta keep them alive, but boy, do I wish they were different.
Likes. That's what my parents always say to me. We love you, but like comes and goes. All right. Well, let's see if we can get you some matches. But that's such a great answer. I feel good about this.
I'm dying to talk about Garth.
Yeah, let's see what Beaker has to say. Beaker. The
Uh-oh. Who pulled a mean prank on Beaker?
That's rude. The ghost of Franklin Delano Roosevelt? Well, I don't particularly get it, Beaker, but it is a good answer.
Wait,
Oh,
the
yeah.
ghost has a Twitter?
Yeah, apparently it's funny because he has polio. Yeah, no, I still don't get it.
Does that make it funny?
According to Beaker.
Oh, bye.
Bye, Beaker.
Honestly, I feel like if I hung upside down, I'd look exactly like Beaker.
Well, you know what? We'll test that theory later. That's for the after show. God, you know what? I can't tell if that was funny, Allison, or if any of this has been funny, or if anything is funny anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what humor is. I haven't been in front of people for 3 months, so.
Same, yeah. But either way, you know what? That is technically an answer, not a match though. So let's see what Captain Crunch has to say. Horatio!
Beaker took my answer.
Well, think of a new one.
Okay. Geez, you're putting me on the spot here.
You also answered the ghost of FDR.
That's right.
Hive mentality. Sea Dog?
Is that a cereal?
Who's Sea Dog?
No, he's my dog. And my first mate. And my best friend. He's kind of like a muddy type character if you need to put an image in your head. And it's actually a pretty funny answer because he's been in a lot of Twitter feuds.
Actually, that's not funny, Captain Crunch. Nobody knows your dog, Sea Dog. You could be more topical. You could always cut up the roof of my mouth because of your shape.
Well, I'm sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, it's okay. You look very cute in your hat, and your mustache is good.
And don't forget, kids, Captain Crunch has good corn crunch, oats for punch, and it stays crunchy even in milk.
This isn't a cereal commercial.
Well, that's too bad, because I brought the milk.
Lana, that's obscene.
Okay.
Well, what's wrong with milk? It's full of vitamins and minerals, and it comes in jugs.
I can't tell if you're the worst when you're being ignorant or when you're trying to be sexy.
Oh, who knows? I'm terrible all the time. Hooray for no consequences.
This siren appears to be trying to send us to our death. Never fear. It'll take more than a fiery maiden to take down the cabin.
And before I knew it, I was teaching Elizabeth Taylor how to make iron on patches out of spare ham. You just throw them hard and let the iron do its job.
Betty, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
But that is neither here nor there. As I've now remembered, my purpose for doing this program, which is to reveal the specifics of my will. As you see, I am dead. A fact that I have forgotten until just now.
Well, you look great, Betty.
Well, thank you, darling. You look good too. Brooklyn does you well.
Oh.
And it's my keep out of the COVID. You know, I've put on the COVID-19. I'm working very hard to take them off. Anyway, it's my duty to lawfully spread my gloves and hat pins to my beloveds. Like you, Louis. And the Inspector General over there. And who could forget Kathy Griffin and Andy Dick? Ooh. And where's old Bigby and Shakes McCracken? Come on down, boys! Exactly, my fine feathered friend. Oh. I've decided to give all my fortune to...
Okay, folks, now it's your turn to choose the ending.
If you think Betty should give money to whomever slaps their computer hard enough so that Lana feels it, clap now.
If you think Betty should split her fortune among the guest stars and writers of the show so that people can be paid for the art they create, clap now. If you think Captain Crunch and Beaker have an intense sexual chemistry and you could care less about the money, clap now.
Or if you think Betty should donate her fortune to the Rhode Island Solidarity Fund by going to their website at risolidarity.fund.org, using the spare money she has to help make the world a better place for all its inhabitants, clap now.
Okay, let's see what you all chose.
As I was saying, I would like to give my fortune to...
Beaker, I can't deny it any longer. Run away with me.
How romantic. Just for that, I'll give all my money to the Rhode Island Solidarity Fund. There is no better reason to help others than true love.
You said it, Bet. In fact, this reminds me of a lovely dirge that I wrote about sexting the Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
No.
What?
No. Nope.
It's like an alien is trying to be sexy. You know what I mean? It's always missing the mark.
Listen, that just about wraps up our show, but I would like to give Allison one more moment to say something about Garth Brooks before we go.
Okay, I want everybody to know that Chris Gaines, Garth Brooks' alter ego, who looks essentially the same as Ben Stiller, they scrubbed all of his music from the internet. So that's, I mean, what does that say?
Yeah,
You know what I
fascinating.
mean?
You're muted too. Thanks for doing the show, friend. And thank you all for watching this week's episode. I'd like to thank our writers, Brian Kozac, Catia, and myself, and the Epic Theater Company for streaming the show. And please donate if you can. Every bit counts, and you get to have, it'll all be matched, and you get the chance to have one of these celebrities yell at you. Good night, everybody. Happy birthday, Sam. And remember, Black Lives Matter and have always mattered and always will matter. Now play us out, Papa Kozac. Everybody come out. Let's dance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Feeling the blank, 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 blank. Feeling the blank, 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 blank. Feeling the blank, 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 blank. Feeling the blank. Blank, 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 blank. Feeling the blank, 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 blank. Feeling the blank, 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 blank. Feeling the blank. Feeling up. Feeling up. Feeling up. Still in the rain.
Wave goodbye, stars.